Scenic viewers, what is up? I know. How are you gonna disappear on us for 8 months, not drop a video, and then just come back out of the blue? I apologize. Life has been throwing me all sorts of curveballs, and I really needed to just get things prioritized, but I've not been out of touch with the movie realm. I've been completely plugged in. I just haven't had any time to really voice my opinions and continue to create this dialogue with you guys. So I apologize. I am sorry. But before we continue and before we get started, please, if you haven't, press subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, follow me on my personal Instagram page. Again, I apologize. I know it's been so long. I've been craving to make these videos. I've not stopped thinking about it. I just haven't had time. But with all the news that is recently dropping, specifically around the DC universe, I had to just pull time aside and be like, you know what? No excuse. Time to get back on the Scenic Views train. So here we are. Here I am. And so let's get into this. A lot of set footage, some leaks, not so much leaked, depending on how you want to view it because of the camera angle, like were they leaked, were they not? Set footage, teasers, a lot of stuff coming out from Todd Phillips, the Joker. And I kind of just want to discuss it a little bit because the Joker is probably one of the greatest, if not arguably the greatest comic book villain to ever exist. He is well known. He has had many iterations. There's even the theory that there are 3 Jokers that exist, that there was never only one. I mean, the Joker has just had so many iterations of him in the comics, in cartoons, in games, and now the movies. Now we are going for our technically 4th official Joker because we had Cesar Romero, who was technically the first official movie Joker, if I'm not mistaken, then Jack Nicholson, then Heath Ledger, then Jared Leto. So, excuse me, our 5th official silver screen Joker. I don't have an issue with that. At first, I wasn't too excited about the concept of them doing a Joker movie again. I'm like, you know what, let the time pass. But as more and more got let out, I got excited. I'm not going to lie. When you cast somebody of the caliber of Joaquin Phoenix, you're going to get good work. Anything and everything that you see him in, even if you don't like the movie, he gives a grade A performance. I recently saw Her. Didn't think I was going to like that movie, but he elevated that movie and made me believe what the storyline that I was being told. But then goes to something as far off the other end as Gladiator. You hated him and you didn't want to like him because he was just a scumbag. But that is all to the credit of Joaquin Phoenix. He is a phenomenal actor. So when you tell me that you're bringing an actor like this into the comic book franchise and he's wetting his whiskers for the very first time with a complex, very deep, very layered character such as the Joker, you've got my attention. We know that he was offered the Doctor Strange role. He didn't take it. Quite honestly, that's okay. That role was made for Benedict Cumberbatch. That was the much better decision. But the fact that he even thought about it and he was considered, Marvel knew the kind of caliber that they were going for. And they, whether it was Joaquin Phoenix or Cumberbatch, you're getting a caliber of actor that is and talent that's going to bring such a caliber of a character to life. That being said, when I found out that they were bringing him in, all doubts went away. Because he has never been somebody to really pick a role willy-nilly. Every role that he's ever been in, he's elevated the scene when he was in the role. You may not have liked the movie. For example, Signs wasn't one of my favorite movies. But when he was in it, he elevated the scene. He was there. Might not have been great, but nevertheless, you know that when he's on screen, you're paying attention because he's a caliber of actor that really gives his all. I'm excited for this Todd Phillips movie. And it just seems like every day we're getting new stuff that they're dropping. First, it was the official photo of him just there. Not a lot of people were excited. I myself really didn't think too much of it. I was like, okay, cool, sure. Then we got leaked footage or set photos or leaked, not leaked, I don't know, of him in the actual makeup. I thought that was really intense. I thought it was really neat. Then you juxtapose that the very next day, I believe, with the teaser trailer, or not trailer, but the teaser footage that's released of him, and it just looked very, very creepy and menacing. And as they continue to drop footage, I am more and more enthralled, engaged, enticed, excited, all the E words, maybe not all the E words, but all of them for what I'm seeing. I have zero doubts that this movie's gonna be good. It sucks that the DC universe doesn't have a cohesive nature to it to where this can all be part of something big, but maybe that's just not their route. As I've mentioned before, as I've been very vocal about before, they tried to do the Marvel thing, but they didn't play the Marvel way. They didn't take their time making one solid movie at a time, but maybe the standalones and the one-offs would be better for them. A shared universe of different universes, but different characters playing, or different people playing the same character. Because we do know that there is rumor that Jared Leto and Harley Quinn's movie will still be happening. The Birds of Prey movie just got announced a release date for 2020, and we just got 2 casting mentions today. Not going to go too much into that. And then we still have Shazam, Aquaman, which, by the way, when I first saw the Shazam stuff, if you remember before, I was kind of excited, not so much, but I'm actually more excited for that than I am Aquaman. Go figure. Who would have thought? Again, this is not about that. This is about Joker. So the more and more footage that comes out, or pictures, I like what I see. And so now I'm curious. I want to pose a question to you guys. We know that they're going the comedian route, or the failed comedian route. At least that's what's being rumored, and that's what's being spoken about. So my question for you guys is, I have this theory. And this theory that I have is, from what I'm seeing from the pictures, and this is all conjecture, we don't have enough set footage, we don't even have a trailer, we don't have anything to really draw a solid conclusion. But from what I'm seeing thus far, I have a theory, and I wanted to pitch it to you guys. Tell me what you guys think. Am I off? Am I on? Or is that a duh? Of course that's what's gonna happen. I don't know. It's just something that I thought about. So here's my theory. Here's my thoughts. As I'm looking at the set photos, I'm seeing that and I'm coupling it with the notion that he's going to be a failed comedian. My thought is, could this movie's narrative be going with the one that we're familiar with the Red Hood? Not saying that he'll be the Red Hood, but could it be that they're going with that familiar theme where he's a failed comedian? And so he maybe ends up with this circus of clowns. You see him in the phone booth. You see him in this clown outfit, this clown makeup. Could it be that after hitting rock bottom and not being the comedian that he thought he wanted to be, he ends up in the circus with all these other clowns, comedians, and that's pretty despondent. He hits rock bottom until finally he snaps, and he has this legion of jokers at his disposal because for whatever reason he was able to pull people in, and he snaps. And I will quickly say that the footage that I'm seeing and the pictures that I'm seeing, I don't believe are his final makeup. That's why I don't have an issue with it. I like it. It's very reminiscent of Ledger and Cesar Romero. The outfit is a little bit of like the 80s, but a little bit of like the cartoon and the comics. Everything I'm seeing about the look, I love. But I also know that they're smart enough not to release the final look. And will we see the final look? Will they hint at it? But I don't think this is his final look. But for this being how we get the introduction to who the Joker's going to be, I don't really have an issue with it. I think it looks really good. The makeup looks good, and everything that they're doing looks good so far. So I'm on board. I'm excited. I've been following this with excitement since I've started seeing more and more things being let out. And I think they're in a good, they're headed in a good direction. And I trust that Joaquin Phoenix will give his own twist, that he won't try to be like Heath Ledger. The good part is he doesn't have to follow Heath Ledger because he's following Jared Leto, and we already know there's mixed reviews there. So he's got kind of a break. Anyways, those are my thoughts, quick theories. Just wanted to post something out because it's been such a long time, so I wanted to get the conversation going again. Guys, join me. What do you think? Again, as always, please like, subscribe, share. Follow me on Instagram at Scenic Views News. If you have any questions, you can email me at scenicviewsmovienews@gmail.com and Scenic Views News on Facebook. Please subscribe, follow. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry it's been such a long time, but I'm going to try to do better. Anyways, what do you guys think?